My name's Justin, and this is The Art of Repair. And today I'm going to show you how to safely clean out all this glass without damaging the battery. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on over here and let's take a gander at what we got working on today. We've got ourselves, this one's an iPad 4 it looks like. But, you know, as we all know, the 2, 3, the 4, the Air, any of them, when they've got a lot of broken glass, it can be a real pain in the butt. Why? Because as you go through there with, you know, whatever kind of blade or, you know, whatever you're using to clean it out with, there's always the distinct possibility that you could slip and damage the battery. Okay? Now, let's just be straight with one another here. There is nobody that takes out the battery for this repair, so don't act like you do. Okay? With that being said, we need to find a safe way to do this, and I think I've come up with that safe method. For the last few years, I've used a plastic spatula and my trusty number 10 blade here. And let me show you how these things together are going to clean this out perfectly every single time. So let's come on over here. We got our heat. We've got our spatula. And, you know, when you see this, you're going to be like, man, how come I didn't think of that? But it's okay. It's no big deal, because I'm going to show you now. All we're going to do is we're going to take the spatula and we're going to put it in the area that we're working on, because we all know that, you know, good amounts of heat can damage batteries and, you know, possibly cause them to catch fire. I mean, if anybody's actually seen one of the, I don't know which video it was, but there was a video I did where I showed a little video of somebody's battery exploding when they were using a heat gun near the battery itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up just a little bit in the area, and you can see that I can actually take the spatula here and move up and down the sides of the iPad. This is going to create a barrier so that all the heat that's being transferred to the side of the iPad's frame is not going to transfer through and touch the battery. Okay? Now, I've used the exact same spatula for like 40 years. They just keep going. So if you're melting it, you're doing too much. Alright, so we've got it nice and heated up. We're going to take our number 10 blade here. And the cool thing about the 10 blade is, and let's see if we can see this here, it's got a flat side and a curved side. If we come in from the side here with the straight side of it parallel with the side of the frame here, watch this. All it's going to do is grab that side, and it's going to clean everything up perfectly. It's going to use it almost as a guide. Okay? Now you see I still have the spatula here. That's because the spatula is going to prevent me from accidentally damaging the battery. Okay? So say I'm doing this and, you know, somebody comes and speaks to me, my phone rings, anything, something that's going to just throw your concentration off. There's the distinct possibility that you may accidentally slide right off. Okay, now you slide right off, and it's happened to everybody. Don't lie to yourself. You slid, whoop! You almost got the battery. You were like, whoa, man. But I'm safe. But what about next time? I suggest you grab the plastic spatula. Okay, so we're going to heat it up again. And this is such an easy technique. I mean, all you're doing is, you know, preventing damage to the battery by blocking it off. That's it. You can use anything. The reason I like to use the plastic spatula is just because I've had it forever and it works great. I mean, you could take just about anything that's going to protect this, the battery itself, and you can just stick it on down there and you're good to go. I do recommend the number 10 blade though, just for the fact that it does have that straight edge. And what makes it work really well is that curve right there. It like grabs right up, oh man, it just grabs under the glass and just pulls it right up. It's so easy. I mean, I can just go all the way around an iPad pretty quick here. Not even a problem. I mean, if you heat it up with a good enough heat gun, I guess I wouldn't say good enough heat gun. I would say if you heated it enough with enough heat, normally, you know, the big heat guns has a little more spread to it than the little small handheld ones, but you can get through this bad boy pretty quick. Look at that. No big deal at all. All the while, my plastic spatula is going with me all the way up, preventing me from accidentally damaging the battery. Okay, so like I said, this is going to do two things for you. It's going to prevent heat from touching the battery, and it's going to prevent your blade from touching the battery, which is going to give you a proper, safe glass cleanup job on any iPad, or really, I mean, you can use this on any tablet, period. So hey, I really hope you learned something today. In fact, if you liked the video, go and head right over down there and hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed and you want to start checking out all my stuff weekly, just head on over to the other side and hit subscribe. Now, if you are super about it and you want to learn everything that I'm trying to teach, whoop, boom, hit that notification bell, all right? It's really important. That way, every single time I upload something, it pops up right on your phone, your computer, whatever you're doing, all right? And hey, check it out. Maybe you have an opinion about what I'm doing right now. Or maybe you even used my technique on a repair and it worked for you. If any of these things apply to you, or maybe you just want to say hi, hit me up with a comment. I love them. Seriously, I love the comments. They're my favorite. Every time I get one on my phone, I'm like, ooh yeah. And if you are one of those people that is about to look me up on Instagram to ask me what equipment I use, well, guess what? I already got you. Don't even worry about it. Hit the description, boom, right down at the bottom has everything in a big old list. If there's something that I didn't put on there, then hit me up on Instagram, the phone god, check out my stuff, then hit me up and let me know what you need. And don't forget, I'm Justin, and this is The Art of Repair.